What's up, boys and hoes? This is Taylor, and this is a little bit of Black Ops multiplayer with my buddy FPSKyle, and since I'm going to be the only one commentating it, I'm going to use it to tell stories, because I have a few stories on backlog that are pretty entertaining, and I think you guys might like them. Just shit that happened over the summer and the like. But anyway, let's get started on that. First of all, I'd appreciate it if you guys would rate this video. That'd be really cool. I actually started playing multiplayer a lot more recently. I'm starting to have a little bit more fun with it as long as I use the guns that I like. And I know that it's apparently bad that my favorite gun is the FAMAS, but I honestly don't give two shits and a fuck because I like the gun. I'm going to use whatever the hell I want. I'm not going to let somebody tell me what gun to use. And that's the end of that. But anyway, so this story, I was waiting in line at the grocery store. It had been a long day. I was getting some supplies for that night, and the guy behind me, it was a super long line. There was only one lady working at the checkout, and so the guy behind me was like just has this like scowl on his face, very angry, like just not looking like he's in a good mood. And the girl in front of me, and keep in mind, there are like 6 people in front of this girl, so I'm like 8th in line. And then this girl recognizes that she knows the guy behind me, and so they start talking, and the girl's talking to the guy, and the guy's there with his wife. So it's kind of like a younger girl about my age, and then 2 older gentleman and lady about I don't know, we'll say Woody's gamer tag's age, so a little about 3 years older than God. But anyway, so so they're all sitting there, we're all just waiting, and then suddenly that man just asks, like as a joke, or I thought it was a joke, like, oh, how about I buy your spot in line, ha ha ha. And he and his wife had a little giggle, and the girl there was kind of uncomfortable, but she giggled too, and I was just like kind of like, oh my god, look at my phone, don't pay attention to this fucking lunatic. And then he goes, no, but seriously, how about I buy your spot in line? And the girl was like, I mean, and he was like, no, I mean, I'll just buy the spot, but I won't get in front of you, I'll just get behind you. And I was like, is this, like, in my head, I'm hearing this, and I'm like, is this seriously happening? You can't bargain your way to get behind her in line, because then all you're doing is fucking me over. You're just getting in front of me in line. You can't do that. That's not how the rules of line butting go. You're a douche if you think that's how the rules go. And then the girl was like, I don't know, and she was kind of giggling and laughing nervously. You could tell that, like, these were people that had met maybe, like, once or twice before, and now this guy was just trying to be an asshat and, like, take advantage of the situation because he wanted to get on with his life. And eventually he was like, oh, come on, how about $5? And he was like laughing afterward, trying to like make it seem like it was like coded in friendship. And she was just like, she was so uncomfortable, I can hardly blame her. She was just like, oh, okay. And then like he like walked up and started to get in front of me. And this whole time I've been quiet. I haven't said a word because they're ridiculous. This is a ridiculous thing to have to respond to, and I'm like, I'm not going to talk to these people. And so then he starts to walk in front of me, to get in front of me in line and give this girl $5 to let her but me. And suddenly, just out of nowhere, like I just get this mentality. It's just like it made me think of like a schoolyard, like where people are paying for line spots, and it's just like everyone's a child and immature. And it was really funny up until the point where he actually started to walk in front of me and give this girl $5, and I stopped it. I was like, whoa, are you serious? Are you being serious right now? You are a grown adult, and you're paying this girl to take a line spot, but you're not even taking her line spot, you're taking my line spot. And he was like, well, I mean, do you want me to pay you? And I was like, no, I don't want you to pay me. I want to get in line and just buy my stuff. And he was like, well, listen, sir, I mean, I understand your frustration, but this is kind of between myself and my friend here, pointing to that girl. And I was like, no, I don't think you understand. It's not between you and your friend here. It's in between me and you and your friend here, because I am in this goddamn line and I am in between you. You can't pay me or you can't pay her to bump me in line. That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, that's like me paying your wife right now to let me slap you in the face. I didn't say that, obviously, because then I'd probably get kicked out of the store and I'd have to go to another store and wait in another line with another douchebag and another dumb girl who's not confident enough to stand up for herself. But anyway, yeah, so that was very ridiculous. In the end, of course, in like that whole conversation, I wasn't as rude as I was now, but near the end of that conversation, I honestly did get kind of rude, and I was like, sir, honestly, this is ridiculous. Get back in line. I'm waiting here. And it was just pretty goddamn crazy that there are grown adults out there who think that is a socially acceptable practice to pay someone for a spot in line. Honestly, are we like freaking 5 years old waiting on the curb for the ice cream man? Hell no. You're a grown goddamn adult. Get your shit together. God, what a moron. To think that someone like that is out there living their life, and that like he may be like designing like something that I may use in everyday life. Like, what if that guy like actually has an important job and he would actually go out and do something that's stupid? Like, oh, stuff like that makes you think, man. But that's the whole story. I hope you enjoyed. If it was funny or if you blah, 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 just leave a rating. And yeah, I will talk to you gentlemen later. And there are a few more games in this series that I will get to as soon as time permits, which will probably be about 15 minutes from now. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. I'll talk to you later. Please leave a rating, and I love you.